Hello, dear students. I hope you are going well. And with this video, I'm going to start the online classes for your mathematics. The first chapter I already completed, and here we are going to start with the second chapter, fractions and decimals. In this chapter, we are going to learn how to multiply, divide, fractions as well as decimals. And what are the important applications of representing numbers in fraction and decimal form. Before getting into the details of multiplication and division of fractions, let's recall the basic ideas we have learned about fractions in class 6. So we have learned regarding the fractions and the types of fractions. Let's recall that one. What is a fraction? A fraction, it is defined as the part of whole thing. For example, you are provided with a circular pizza. Okay? Then, if it is dividing into four equal parts, if it is dividing into four equal parts, then this shaded part, that means the one part of this pizza will be is equal to, it can be represented as 1 out of 4, that means 1 by 4. This is the fraction. Clear? So it is defined as the part of whole thing. Necessary condition, the divided part should be equal in amount. Clear? Now let's go to discuss what are the different types of the fraction. First one is proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed fraction and like fractions. First one is that what is proper fraction? A proper fraction is its numerator is less than the denominator. For example, we can write 3 by 5. 3 by 5. Well, 3 is the numerator. 3 is the numerator and 5 is the denominator. 5 is the denominator. So here you can see that 3 is less than 5. So such types of fractions are called a proper fraction. A fraction where numerator is less than the denominator. Now next one is improper fraction. A fraction where numerator is greater than the denominator. For example, we can take 7 by 5 or 7 by 4. Here you can see 7 is the numerator and 4 is the denominator. Here numerator 7 is greater than denominator 4. Therefore, it is called improper fraction. Now, what is the next one? A mixed fraction. It is a combination of a natural number or a whole part and a fraction. It is basically an improper fraction. For example, 7 by 4. Same example we are taking 7 by 4. Now, this 7 by 4 can be converted to improper fraction, mixed fraction. For that, what you need to do is that just divide the 7 by 4, so we will get a quotient as 1 and 4 into 1 is 4. 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. So take the quotient as the whole part. So 1, okay, and the remainder as the numerator of the fraction part, 3 divided by divisor as the denominator of the fraction part. So now we return this is in mixed fraction form. So here the one is called whole part, okay, and this 3 by 4 is fraction part. In this way we can represent improper fraction as a mixed fraction. Clear? Now the next category, that is like fractions. The fractions which have the same denominators are called like fraction. For example, 5 by 12, 7 by 12, 9 by 12, 11 by 12, or 2 by 2, any fraction with any group of fraction with the same denominator. Here you can see all these fractions have same denominator. Clear? Now we are moving to discuss next category, that is unlike fractions. Unlike fraction, the fraction which have unequal denominator with a different denominator are called unlike fractions. For example, we can write 5 by 8, that is one fraction, and 3 by 4. So here you can see the denominator of these two fractions are not equal because 8 is not equal to 4. Therefore, these two fractions are called unlike fractions. Now the last category, that is equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions can be defined as the fractions with the different numerators and denominators but that represent the same value or the proportion of the whole. For example, we can write 1 by 2. 1 by 2. And if we multiply that 1 by 2 by 3 on numerator as well as on denominator, what we will get? 1 into 3 is equal to 3 and 2 into 3 is equal to 6. See, actually the numerator and denominators of these two fractions are different, but still it represents the same value. For example, 3 by 6. 3 by 6, if you divide the numerator and denominator by 3, what you will get? 3 divided by 3, you will get 3 by 3 is equal to 1 and 6 by 3 is equal to 2. So that means on the simplification of equivalent fractions, you will get a same value. Clear? Such types of fractions are called equivalent fraction. And how to obtain the equivalent fraction for the given fraction? Just to multiply numerator as well as denominator with the same number so that you will get it should be same. Your numerator we multiplied by 3 as well as the denominator also we multiplied by 3. So that is very important. So these types of fractions are called equivalent fractions. Now let's discuss how to add different types of fractions. First we are going to discuss, that is addition or subtraction fractions with the same denominator. That means in case of like fraction. Okay, so how to add or subtract the like fractions? For example, we can take find 5 by 8 plus 2 by 8. See here, the denominator of both the fraction is 8. That means same denominator. So nothing to do in this case, just add the numerator. 5 plus 2. What we will get here? Example for first category. So just add the numerator, you will get a 5 plus 2. Okay, and keep the same denominator. No need to change. Then 5 plus 2 is equal to 7 divided by 8. So this is the first category of addition or subtraction. Same you can do in case of subtraction also. For example, the same numbers we will take in case of subtraction. Find 5 by 8 minus 2 by 8. What you need to do? Just subtract the corresponding numerator. So 5 minus 2 divided by, keep the same denominator. 5 minus 2 is equal to 3 divided by 8. Clear? So this is very simple. Now the second category is that addition or subtraction of fraction with a different denominator. That is little complex than the first category. Let's take an example for this category, that is find 3 by 4 plus 5 by 6. So these two are proper fractions as well as fractions with a different denominator. Here 4 and 6 are not equal. Here first thing you have to do that just to find the LCM of these denominators. We know that the LCM of 4 and 6 is equal to. So let's find the LCM here. So what we will get here? 4, 6 divided by 2, 2, Here it will be 3. Then here divided by 2, we will get 2 by 2, 1. Not divisible, so keep 3. And next we go for division of prime number 3. So 1 and here 1. So the LCM will be 2, 2 and 3. So, okay. So LCM is equal to 2 into 2 into 3, which is equal to 12. Now the step for this addition is that just to make the sum of these two numbers, 3 by 4 plus 5 by 6, which will be is equal to, just to convert the given denominator into the form of LCM. So for that, what can be done? 3 by 4, just to keep the same fraction, okay? Nothing to do anything, just to write the same fraction 5 by 6. And to make this denominator 4 and 6 into LCM, what can be? Here see, already denominator 4 is there, that means 2 into 2 is already. Clear? Now remaining one more 3 is there to make 4 into 3. Sorry, 4 into 12. So just to multiply both the numerator and denominator by 3. So that 4 into 3 we will get 12. Now in this case, denominator is 6. So that means 2 into 3 is already. Clear? So the remaining one more 2 is required. So multiply both the numerator and denominator by that 2. 6 into 2 is also 12. So what we will get here? 3 into 3 is equal to 9 divided by 4 into 3 is equal to 12. Plus 5 into 2 is equal to 10 divided by 6 into 2 is equal to again 12. Clear? Then now we have two fractions with the same denominator, that means like fractions. We already know that in case of like fraction, just add the numerator, that is 9 plus 10 divided by and keep the same denominator. So what do you get? 9 plus 10 is 19 divided by 12. So this is the answer. Now we have discussed these two categories, that is with the same denominator and a different denominator. Now we are going to discuss the third category, that is mixed fraction. How to add or subtract mixed fraction. That is very simple if you know how to add like and unlike fractions. Clear? So for that, let's take another example. The third type we are going to do, that is how to add a mixed fractions. For example, 5 2 by 3, that is a mixed fraction, plus 2 1 by 4. Here two mixed fractions. How to add or subtract these two? Here I am taking only the example for addition. Okay, the same thing we can do in the subtraction, only this plus will be changed to minus. For that, first thing is that separate these whole parts and fraction parts from the mixed fraction. So here 5 and 2 are the whole parts. Clear? So separate that one. 5 plus 2 plus, then I separately add the fraction part, that is 2 by 3 plus 1 by 4. Clear? So what will we get here? 5 plus 2 is equal to 7 plus, just add this one. So for adding this one, what we will have? We have to find the LCM of 3 and 4. So LCM of 3 and 4 is equal to, LCM of 3 and 4 is equal to 12. Clear? I'm not going to find again. So to make LCM, to make the denominator in the form LCM, we have to multiply both the numerator and denominator of the fractions with 4. Right? Then 3 into 4 is equal to 12 plus again here 1 into 3 divided by 4 into 3. So that I will get to 12. Now that is equal to 7 plus 2 into 4 is equal to 8 by 12 plus 3 by 12, which is equal to 7 plus 8 plus 3 is 11 divided by 12. Now we have got two fractions, and this is we can directly represent as a mixed fraction like a 7 11 by 2. Okay. Otherwise we can convert into improper fraction by adding these two. number. That is not a problem because we already discussed how to add two unlike fractions. Clear? So this is all about regarding the addition and subtraction of the fractions. You can also try with the different examples for subtraction also. There are many questions given in exercise 1 2.1. Okay, you can try that one. Now we are going to discuss the next topic, that is multiplication of fractions. Multiplication of fraction is the very important topic we are going to discuss because it is new topic as a part of our class 7 syllabus. So here what is it given? The multiplication of a proper or improper fraction by a whole number. Clear? So in this case, to multiply a whole number with a proper or improper fraction, we multiply the whole number with the numerator of the fraction, keeping the denominator same. For example, first category I am going to discuss that a proper fraction with a whole number, that is 3 by 7 into 5. 3 by 5 is a whole number, 3 by 7 is a proper fraction. So what we will get here? 3 by 7. Just to multiply the whole number with the numerator of the fraction. That means multiply the numerator 3 with the whole number and keep the same remainder. We will get 3 into 5 is equal to 15 divided by 7 over. It's very simple compared to the addition and subtraction. Multiplication is very simple. Just multiply the numerator of the fraction with the whole number. And if it is necessary, then you can also go for converting this improper fraction into proper mixed fraction. For example, 15 by 7. What will we get here? 7 to 14 and subtracted, remainder is 1. So the fraction, this improper fraction can be expressed as can be expressed as quotient will be the whole part, that is 2, and the remainder will be the numerator of the fraction part, and the divisor will be the denominator of the fractions part. So we get to 2 1 by 7. So very simple one. Now let's take the second category of multiplication of fraction by a whole number, that is multiply an improper fraction by a whole number. Here we multiplied a proper fraction by a whole number. Now we are going to discuss an improper fraction by a whole number. In this case, also no problem, same, that is 15 by 4. 15 by 4 is an improper fraction. If we multiply with another whole number, same as we done in the first case, that is just to multiply this numerator with the whole number. So 15 into 3 divided by 4. Keep the same remainder. 15 into 3 is equal to 45 divided by 4 over. Now the question that is little difficult for us, how to multiply a mixed fraction with the whole number. This is little bit different from the other two questions. Okay, so let's take that third option, that is multiply, how to multiply a mixed fraction with the whole number. For example, fraction is given like 2 1 by 4 or 1 by 3 into 5. So how to multiply this? Because here 2 1 by 3 is a mixed fraction, am I right? 2 1 by 3 is a mixed fraction. We have to multiply that by whole number. So for that, nothing to do, just convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction. For that, what can be done to convert an improper mixed fraction to improper fraction? Very simple one. What can be done? Just to multiply the whole with the denominator, that is 2 into 3 plus the numerator divided by 3. Okay, just to multiply the whole with the denominator plus numerator and divide by the denominator. Keep the same denominator into the whole number is here 5. Now what we will get here? 2 into 3 is 6. 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. 7 by 3 into 5. So now we got in the form of improper fraction. So just to multiply the numerator of improper fraction with the whole number, 7 into 5 divided by 3, which is equal to, what is 7 into 5? 35, and divided by 3. That is enough. And we can convert it into improper mixed fraction if it is necessary. So this is the thing we have to remember regarding the multiplication. Just to multiply the numerator of the fraction with the whole number, whether it is improper or proper fraction. If it is given in the mixed fraction form, then just to convert that mixed fraction into the improper fraction, then multiply it. Very simple. It is not like addition and subtraction. Okay. Now let's discuss the another topic, that is fraction as an operator of. For example, if it is asked that, we can take here the of represent the multiplication. 1 by 2 of 8, which means nothing. Just to multiply this 1 by 2 by 8. So we will get 1 into 8 divided by 2. So that is equal to 1 into 8 is 8 divided by 2, which we will get 4. Clear. Similarly, one more example we can take. That 5 by 3 of 7. Okay, 5 by 3 of 7. So how will you find it? Very simple. It will become 5 by 3 of represent multiplication. Clear. In 7. 5 by 3 into 7 will be 5 into 7 divided by 3, which is equal to 35 by 3. Very simple. So in the case of word problems, if the word of is given in the question, then that represent multiplication. Clear. So now let's discuss some questions from your textbook. Okay, some important questions only we are going to discuss here. Remaining questions you can solve yourself. Some word problems given here. I'm going to discuss that one. See, question number 4. What is question number 4 is given? A rectangular sheet of 12 half, a rectangular sheet of paper 12 half centimeter long and 10 2 by 3 centimeter wide. Find its perimeter. Clear. That is a question. So question number 4 I am taking here. So length is equal to 12 1 by 2 centimeter. Convert that into improper fraction, because it is given in the mixed fraction form. So for that 12 into denominator is 2 plus numerator is 1 divided by denominator, which is equal to 12 into 2 24 plus 1 is equal to 25 divided by 2 centimeter. Now breadth is equal to, or width. Width is equal to, what is the width given here? 10 2 by 3. Okay, so 10 2 by 3 centimeter, which is equal to, convert that into improper fraction, that is 10 into 3 plus 2 divided by 3, which is equal to 30. 10 into the 3 30, 30 plus 2 32 divided by 3 centimeter. So now we have got a length and width in improper fraction form. What is the perimeter? Perimeter, we have learned geometry. Perimeter of rectangle is equal to 2 into length plus breadth. Okay, 2 into length plus breadth, that is equal to 2 into, we can give the multiplication sign here, otherwise even if it is not given, also the bracket itself represent that is multiplication. Okay, what is length? Length is 25 by 2. Clear. Plus what is breadth? Breadth or width. Okay, same meaning only. Here it is in the question, it is given width, here I am written breadth. Both are same. Okay, both word represent same meaning. 32 divided by 3. Now add these two fractions, so we will get 2 into, just add those fractions, 25 by 2 and 32 by 3. What is the LCM of 2 and 3? Here denominators are 2 and 3. So just to find the LCM of 2 and 3, which will be is equal to 6. So to convert 2 and 3 into 6, we have to multiply with the appropriate number. Here we have to multiply by 3. Clear? Plus here we have to multiply by 2. Okay, that's over. So that is equal to 2 into 25 into 3 will be 75. Am I right? 75 divided by 6 plus 32 into 3 is equal to 64 divided by 6. Clear? That is equal to 2 into, what is 75 plus 64? Because denominator now becomes same. So 75 plus 64. 75 plus 64 is equal to 9. 7 plus 6 is equal to 30. So 139 divided by 6, which is equal to, now just multiply 2 into 139 divided by 6. Now see that 6 is not exactly divisible, so we can cancel the factors 2 and 6 from here, from the 6. So we will get 139 divided by 3. Clear? And this is not divisible by 3, so we can keep like this. So this is the way you can similarly find the perimeter of this figure also in your text. Now here for question number 5, figure is given that find the perimeter of triangle ABE. So just add these 3 sides, you will get a perimeter, and rectangle BDE, in this case also you can add these 4 sides, you will get a perimeter. Similarly here actual width of the picture is 7 by 5 centimeter, and the width of the picture required, or it should be 7 by 10 centimeter. Clear? Then how much part it should be trimmed? How can we calculate this? Just subtract the width of the picture required from the actual width of the picture. So what will you get here? 7 by 5 minus 7 by 10. Clear? Just subtract it. You will get the answer that you have to do as a homework. Clear? Now the remaining questions you can do yourself. Now let's move to the questions given in exercise 2.2. Okay, regarding the multiplication. So let's take this one. In this case, see which of the drawing A to D show this corresponding number. What is the first question given here? That is 2 into 1 by 5. 2 into 1 by 5. So here look at this. In this picture, this shaded portion represents one part out of 5. And here also 1 out of 5. So this figure D represents 2 times. The same figure is repeated twice. So 2 into 1 by 5. So for this option, figure D is the correct one. Now for second one, see 2 into 1 by 2. In case of 2 into 1 by 2, see 2 times 1 by 2. This is the figure. See this rectangle, this shaded rectangle represents 1 out of these 2. So we will get 1 by 2. Here also 1 out of these 2. So 1 by 2. So 2 times 1 by 2. So for the second option, figure B is the suitable one. And for third one, see 3 into 2 by 3. 3 times of 2 by 3. You see he given here, this shaded portion is 2 portions are there. Am I right? Clear? Out of 3 portions. So 2 by 3. So the shaded portion represent 2 by 3. How many 2 by 3s are there here? 1, 2 and 3. So 3 times of 2 by 3 will be equal to this. So the correct figure is figure A. Similarly, you can try option number 4 yourself. Okay. Now I am moving to the second question, that is, now in this question, some pictures A to C are given below. Tell which of them show 3 into 1 by 5 is equal to 3 by 5. Very simple. which is the figure represent 1 by 5? You can see here. This shaded region represent 1 out of 5 because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options, 5 equal region. Out of the 5 equal region, only one region is shaded, so it represent 1 by 5. How many 1 by 5 is the 1, 2, 3? Clear? So 3 into 1 by 5 is equal to, now see here, 3 by 5, 1, 2, 3. 3 out of total 5 regions. So 3 into 1 by 5 is equal to 3 by 5. So which figure is representing correct one? C. Figure C is the correct option for this one. Now the remaining questions are very easy for you. You can understand this one because we already discussed the multiplication here in detail. So you can try yourself. Okay. So this is all about this one, and there are some more questions given in this exercise that also you can try yourself. Okay. So I hope you have got well, and if you have any doubts regarding the topics we have discussed, never hesitate to ask your doubt. Clear? Because it is not easy to cover each and every topics or each and every questions in this given short period of time. So just to try yourself all the questions. I tried my best, and if you have any suggestion, that also you can put in the WhatsApp number. So in the next video, we will be discussing the division of fractions. So thank you all.